how we see things is not always the way they are. Okay, we are actually the one that give interpretation to events. Okay, we are a product of our perception. All right, thank you for joining me once more. This is Max Staffy. All right, we'll be continuing on our discussion. Like I said, we'll be having meetings every day till the end of this month. So in continuation of our personal brand, I want to let you know that to build a personal brand starts from within. It's very much about who you are. Imagine outside. People seeing your outside being a reflection of your inside. Today, I want to look at something very simple, and that is our perception. Don't forget that how we see things is not always the way they are. Okay, we are actually the one that give interpretation to events. Okay, we are a product of our perception, how we see things. All right, so today I want to look at what is called explanatory styles. Okay, and there are basically 3 explanatory styles. When events happen to you, how do you see those events? What are the conclusions that you jump into? Is it totally my fault, or is it because of me it's happening? It's like you just step out of the house and somebody passing by hissed, okay, and you just jump into a conclusion that this guy is actually hissing at me. Okay, those are your perception, how you view these things. All right, so I'm going to look at 3 things today, how to manage such perceptions. I'll show you how it affects your business. So when clients talk to you, how do you interpret what the feedback you get from them? How do you respond to what they are saying? Do you take it personal, or do you see it as a feedback that you can work on? Okay, it all depends on how you view things. See, I've had clients that at the onset as if it was so rough, but at the end of the day, they became one of my best paying clients and long lasting clients. Being able to understand them was what just helped me out. Okay? So there are 3 facets to the explanatory style. The first one is personalization. Okay, the second one is permanence, and the third one is pervasiveness. Now let's look at an event. This actually is an extract from a book. Now you pass through Tokwe in a corridor at work and smilingly say, "Hello, Tokwe, how are you, Tokwe?" And Tokwe does not respond to you. You know, in fact, she looks rather severe and just like passed. Okay, now look at this. That's negative event. Now let's look at a positive event. Now a co-worker, maybe Rachel or Jude, whom you do not know very well, brings you a piece of cake. Okay, maybe a lady, a guy, and a lady who you not really that close to you, maybe someone in your estate or someone in your office, just brings a piece of cake to you. You know, I bear the cake. You're like, come on, we barely know. Why are you giving me a cake? You know, let's see how you are going to respond to these 2 events. Now, let's start from 3 things. I said 3 things. 1, personalization, permanence, and pervasiveness. Now, let's look at personalization. Personalization basically answers the question, who caused this situation? Who caused this situation? Why is this thing happening? Okay, so a pessimist will blame himself for Tokwe lack of response. That's Tokwe. You said Tokwe, she didn't answer you. A pessimist will say, maybe I did Tokwe something. Maybe I must have offended her in the past. That's why she reacted to me. That's why a pessimist will read that occurrence. And you say, okay, that's why Tokwe is being rude to me. Okay, then an optimist will, in contrast, will not blame himself for Tokwe's reaction. Alright? So he will think that Tokwe is probably preoccupied with something or thinking about something else. Maybe she was worried about something else. That's why he didn't reply him. He didn't respond to the greetings that he made to her. Alright? So with regard to the positive situation, an optimist will conclude that Rachel think that the positive situation is the one that Rachel brought a cake to you. Someone you don't know to brings a cake to you. Okay, now an optimist will conclude that Rachel thinks he's a nice person, and that's why he is bringing that cake to him or her. That means the neighbor that brought that cake to feel like, man, the optimist will say that lady thinks I'm nice. That's why he brought the cake to me. Now look at how a pessimist will see this. A person would think that Rachel is a nice person and probably just had a piece of cake left over in the house and didn't want that cake to sour or to waste. That's why he brought the cake to him or her. Same event, different interpretation. All right. Now, a pessimist will blame themselves for negative situation and attribute positive situation to something external to themselves. So when a negative thing happens to a pessimist, he feels it's my fault, that's why it happened. I didn't read well, that's why I failed the exam. Alright, then if something good happens to them, you say, ah man, it was just by luck that they gave me that job. Me, who will give me that kind of job? Do you see the difference? Alright, now on the other hand, an optimist will take credit for the positive situations and attribute negative situation to something external. That means I'm not responsible for the bad thing that happened to me or that's happening around. It's not my fault. I won't take rest. I won't take blame for it. All right. But when the good one happens, an optimist will take credit for it. He will say, okay, look, I deserve it. I remember many years ago, I was offered to lead a drama group. I've been there for several years. I was in that drama group, and I was called to come head the group. So, heading the group, I was still very young though. I think I was about 19 or 20, 22, thereabout. So I was asked to come head the group. I felt like I think I was a pessimist then. I felt like I don't deserve to head this group. But many years later, as I told them I was interested, and I gave to my friend of same capacity with me, and he did it. Now, many years later, looking back, like, why did I reject that offer? Because that my friend rose up in rank and became closer to the leadership because of that position. I realized that I was just being pessimistic. I felt I wasn't capable, but the people that nominated me saw the capability in me. Alright, so your mindset is very important in this thing that I was saying. It's important to understand that it's not only sin that denies you of your blessings in life, or denies you of your expansion or your growth in life. Hebrews 12 here, he says that seeing that you are encompassed about the great cloud of witness, lay aside every sin and weight that easily besets you, that easily makes you fall. Now, sin can make you fall, but there's also something called weight. A weight is not a sin. Low self-esteem is a weight, it's not a sin. Pride is a weight, it's not a sin. Poor communication skills is a weight, not a sin. You can have poor communication skill, low self-esteem all your life and still make heaven. But on this earth, you are going to struggle because you need those skills to connect, you need those skills to scale. Alright, so these are some things that you need to master when you are building your personal brand. Otherwise, external forces, people from the outside will influence your actions, influence the things you do, influence your decision. Why? Because you are not fully persuaded on the inside. You don't really know. You are not a master of yourself. I think it was Plato that was asked the question that what are the three most important things in life, and he said the three most important things in life are, the first one is know yourself, second one know yourself, third one know yourself. So when you have mastery of yourself, when you understand why you do what you do, what's making you do what you do, because sometimes we say this like, this is me, I'm just like this guy, bro, sis. You are not just like that. You don't just understand yourself yet. The human being that God created is a very adaptive being. We can evolve into anything we want to. That we can see some of the bad attitude yesterday, today he's a saint. You might doubt him for the next 2, 3, 4 years. He has changed. We have that capacity as human beings. So basically, this is all I want to share with you today. Thank you very much. God bless you. This is Mark Staffing. So from now on, kill pessimism, build optimism, and you see your life progressing. God bless you. This is Mark Staffing. See you in the next video.